Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
He's gonna win it. Eastmont's gonna win the Bridge of Sportsmanship. It's Gregerson on the interception.
Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Next to me is our coach, John Springer, filling in for Matt Wisen. Coach, always a privilege to have you here, and really there isn't any need to hype this game up. You have the number 1 and number 2 so far, up to today, teams in the Caribou Trail League. If actually number 1 and number 3, I beg your pardon. If Cascade wins and Chelan loses to Quincy, they're the number 2. And then we have senior night, and we have this arch rival, this rivalry from time immemorial between Cashmere and Cascade. This game's got everything.
Absolutely, Sebastian. Yeah, thanks for having me back. You're right. We don't have to say too much about this game. It's always a great rivalry. It's always a great game. I expect Cascade to come out. A win gives them a shot at second place, so that there's a lot on the line there. And of course, Cashmere is trying to stay undefeated in the league play and go into the playoffs with momentum. So it should be a great game.
Absolutely, everybody. All 4 teams that are going on to districts with their hearts and minds, perhaps, on what's going to transpire Saturday in the Apple Bowl. But first, they have to take care of business today. Quincy playing Chelan and Quincy. And now the Cashmere Bulldogs and the Cascade Kodiaks going at it right here in beautiful Cashmere, Washington. Right away, we go to the starting lineups. First, the visiting Cascade Kodiaks. Jumping onto the pitch with Nayeli Fernandez on goal, number 1. Number 2, Emma Warman. Number 7, Leslie Mata. Number 8, Tania Hoyos. Number 10, Tava Dillon. Number 13, Edie Walker. Number 16, Cassidy Gillespie. Number 17, Maisie Groff. Number 18, Kylea Gilreath. Number 19, Maddie Gillespie. And number 20, Nina Brennan. Head coach for the Cascade Kodiaks, our good friend Javier Reina. And now for the Cashmere Bulldogs, jumping onto the pitch with number 14, goalkeeper Eva Courtney. Number 4, Carly Diaz. Number 5, Ella Burtz. Number 7, Jen Ledesma. Number 8, Tess Scott. Number 9, Natalie Dart. Number 10, Caitlin Bjorklund. Number 11, Zoe Brown. Number 12, Isabella Hunch. Number 15, Addison Bjorklund. And number 19, Molly High. The head coach for the Cashmere Bulldogs, celebrating yet another birthday today. A good friend of our broadcasts as well, Dennis Tronson. We're having the starting lineups be announced. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, 40 minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Direct from Las Vegas, Holiday Dreams, a spectacular holiday cirque. Experience holograms, interactive lasers, projection mapping, and a cast of international cirque performers on one stage. Experience the futuristic holiday show everyone's talking about. Make new memories with your family this holiday season and experience Holiday Dreams, a spectacular holiday show, live in concert.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLife.com or call 888-2020.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Welcome back to Cashmere, Washington. Both teams engaged in their pregame team talk. Javier Reina taking care of it on the Kodiak side. Dennis Stronson doing the same on the Bulldog side. It's senior night here for Cashmere. It's also the arch rivalry between Cashmere and Cascade, so a lot to play for. A lot to play for these teams. They're a bit apart to some degree in record. Cascade is 4-4 in league. Cashmere is still undefeated 7-0. But like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, there's a lot to play for. If you're a Cascade Kodiak, you want to climb on those standings. You want to have as good a shot as possible to make it to the title game and to perhaps regionals. We're just about ready to start with Cascade decked in white jerseys with red trunks and white socks. Cashmere decked almost entirely in black. Cashmere taking care of the action from right to left on your screen. The Kodiaks from the Bavarian Village taking care of business from left to right, ladies and gentlemen. It's a windy, cold day here in Cashmere. And frankly, those of us who were here a couple of years ago expected nothing less of today. And there's the whistle, folks. We are in business here in Cashmere, Washington. A quick move to the right flank. Rejected by the back line of the Kodiaks. Sending it out of bounds was Tava Dillon. throwing for the Bulldogs. The quick move across the center alley, shading upfield. Trying to make it past midfield was Bjorklund. Addison Bjorklund this time, recovered once again by the Kodiaks. Dylan opening the game up on the right side for Matty Gillespie. Now the shot into the left side. Waiting for it was Edie Walker, a bit too long. First on it will be the Bulldogs defense. Shielding the ball, letting it go out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Ava Courtney under the 3 tubes for Cashmere. We're just over a minute of action here in beautiful Cashmere, Washington. Cashmere is something else in autumn.
Yeah, it sure is, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. The quick touch. Approaching midfield into Kodiak territory. A well-populated midfield when it comes to white jerseys early on in the first half. Cashmere nevertheless trying to break through. Hunch.
Coach Reyna has to be happy with the start of this game for Cascade. You know, there's a lot of emotion that rides on senior night, and sometimes that's a chance to kind of catch Cashmere caught up in the emotions. So I like the way they've come out here. Cashmere will settle down here in a little bit and probably start possessing the ball much better, but right now Cascade's had a couple opportunities.
We're moving upfield now. Recovered quickly. One thing that I liked so far for Cascade is, like you said, the emotion. They've taken the emotion factor out of their own play. They're very disciplined. Like we said, the midfield is well populated with white jerseys. They're holding their lines. They're not letting the creative brain trust of Cashmere get away with anything early on. They are very good at closing the spaces, and so far that perhaps takes away from the excitement of a goal opportunity, but it's paying off for the Kodiaks for what they want out of this game.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree. They're pressuring the ball really well, and just not giving Cashmere time to settle down and get into their groove.
Diaz opening the game up to the left side. Now back across the center alley. Waiting for it was Natalie Dart. Interrupted that time by Maddie Gillespie. Sending it out of bounds before Edie Walker could control. Throwing for the Bulldogs. Right down the middle. The touch for Diaz. Dart opening the game up to the right side. Battling it out with Walker. Walker prevailing, only partially, looking for a handball call. Referee says play on. And now he calls the handball. It will be indirect free kick for the Cascade Kodiaks. 3 minutes, 45 seconds into this first half of play.
You're right about that midfield. It's packed in there. Both teams are trying to force the other team to go to the outsides.
Cashmere on the move now. Blocking maneuver by Maisie Groff. The quick give and go. Interrupted temporarily by Isabella Hunch. Pushing the ball upfield, trying to connect with Dart. Sent out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is. There's the throw-in for Cashmere. Brandon. Groff. Taken back for the Bulldogs by Caitlin Bjorklund. A good touch, opening the game up. The shot and the stop by Nayeli Fernandez.
Cashmere's now starting to put some passes together, starting to build a little more attack. But I think if I'm Cascade, I'm also happy with shots from 25, 30 yards out. So
there's no question about the offensive firepower for Cashmere. We saw it against, we saw it against several teams. We saw it against Quincy. We saw it against Clallam Roslyn. It's a very sturdy team on both ends, both sides of the ball. So I think if I'm Javier Reina, I'm quite content with maintaining the tactical discipline that my team has shown so far.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Coach Tronson would like to see one extra pass on the offensive side, get someone running into the box, just get a little better look at the goal.
Cashmere trying to put some pressure. Interrupted that time by Gillespie. Trying again for the Bulldogs is Hunch. Opening the game up to the left side for Natalie Dart. Sent out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says.
Goal kick.
It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. It looked like Natalie Dart was the last one to touch it, being marked as she was by Cassidy Gillespie. Nayeli Fernandez on the goal kick. Quick triangulation by Cascade with Dylan. Taken back by Carly Diaz. Into the center circle. Battling for it is Zoe Brown. Opening the game up now for Scott. Scott off to the races on the right side. Leaves one behind. Tries to get a shot across. Good turn. Center back Maisie Groff taking care of this one on defense for the Kodiaks. And with more urgency than style, sending it to the throw-in. 6 minutes, 40 seconds into this first half of play. This moment of the game brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy. Find them online at biosports.net. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Whistle on the play we heard. Let's see what the referee has called on this one. What do you see, Coach?
Well, I think that, you definitely, Coach Reyna is keeping the girls focused, the Cascade team, on defense, just trying to make sure they don't allow any sneak attacks from Cashmere. Oftentimes you'll see 8 and 9 girls back, and they're content to hold it back there, attack when they can. And I think as far as Cashmere goes, they're just going to want to maintain possession, build the attack, work for that extra ball into the box, and just maybe play some 1-2s, play some triangle games, get in through their defense.
But the problem is with a team with the firepower of Cashmere, one goal calls another.
Yeah.
If they score one time, they're going to try and it's very possible they're going to score 2-3 times. Bang, bang, boom. So
Absolutely.
You want to hold the line. You want to keep the game, the gates tightly closed, at least early on in the contest of this magnitude. It may not make for the most attractive soccer, but I certainly cannot blame Coach Reyna for playing it somewhat conservatively early on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like you say, Cashmere has a great offensive attack, and so many times you'll see that, get that first goal and 2 or 3 can follow. So, absolutely. I know Coach Reyna's got to be pleased so far with the effort. And I think Tronson would be happy right now with the way the game's starting to flow. It's starting to end up a little more on the offensive half for them.
Ball goes out of bounds. 8 minutes, 31 seconds of this, the first half of play. Throw-in for the Bulldogs. It's their senior night here in Cashmere, WA. The pivoting header sending it back out of bounds. Maisie Groff on defensive labor. Taking care of it for Cashmere now is a Dart. Dart can't quite be controlled by Carly Diaz, and Miss Fernandez will let it sail past the limits of the playing surface. And we will have another goal kick to favor the Kodiaks. That touch a little too wild for the taste of that left back. She turned around to look at Miss Fernandez as if to say, surely you didn't mean to do that. It looked like Emma Warman. And now it's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. 9 minutes 30 on the clock. We're still tied at 0-0.
That was definitely one of those scenarios. You got a wet ball, a wet field. You're kind of looking up to see what your next play is, and the ball just goes right under the foot.
Into the box they go. Battling it out now. Diaz making a path as she goes. Touch to the back. Birds. Rejected by the Kodiaks. Brennan opening the game up for, looks like Edie Walker. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Kodiak ball. Those are the kind of plays that Cashmere has to guard against. Those quick counterattacks off of a loose ball about 30 yards out, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're playing like this, when you're kind of socked in a little more defensively, they're going to look to just try and get that quick counter. So Cashmere's got to be aware of it.
Groff taken back by the Bulldogs. Across midfield into Kodiak territory. Opening the game up to the right side. Good turn into the box. Getting that left foot ready. Instead it's a pass. And cleared away before Ms. Birch can connect. Cleared away by Maisie Groff, it looked like. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Kodiak ball. 10 minutes 54 into this, the first half of play.
It's a good ball to the outside there. I believe both teams right now, their best way to attack is up the side.
The flanks, absolutely.
Yeah, go up the flanks, look for the cross, get numbers in the box.
Ella Burtz. Excuse me. Burtz with a bit of room. The touch doesn't work. Hoyos pushing it upfield for Brennan. Defensive effort by Ledesma. Sending it out of bounds. It should be Kodiak ball, and we start to see some movement around Coach Tronson. There may be a substitution coming our way pretty quick among the Cashmere squad. And there's a quick takeaway. Good effort. Top of the box, or nearing the top of the box. Still bouncing around before Maddie Gillespie could connect. Cashmere in a hurry trying to get it away. Taken back, however, by the Kodiaks. There's Kailea Gilreath. That one is Groff. Taken back by the Bulldogs. Pushing it upfield is Birch. All the way to the corner. Off to the races we go. Emma Warman on the mark. Shot across. This could be interesting. There's Fernandez with a nimble stop of a dangerous cross by Cashmere. That's exactly what you were talking about, Coach.
Yeah. The last two attacks, they've played it out wide there. This one I actually liked. Cashmere got more girls in the box for that attack.
And
here they come again.
Yes, indeed. And off to the flank they go again. One good turn deserves another.
Why not?
Ball escapes the reach of Ms. Natalie Dart. Ball goes out of bounds, and we are going to have that substitution. We'll tell you in a second who it is that is entering the contest. It looks like number 2. Yes, indeed, it is number 2 for the Bulldogs, and that would be Miss Grace Norman.
It's really great recognition on Cashmere's part. You know, the girls recognize that they were able to attack up that side a couple times, so they just keep going to it. That's great.
Bjorklund, the shot sails over the crossbar, and one of the fans parked behind it sends it back to Miss Fernandez, who has already been called upon to act to keep the ranch from catching on fire and has responded well. We haven't seen as much of Miss Courtney, but chances are we will. 13 minutes, 44 seconds into this first half of play. The goal kick sails a little bit wide. No chance for the two Kodiak players waiting for it. That would be Gillespie and Dillon. Bit of a battle there. The kick sails wide. The effort by Isabella Hunch. And it will be once again goal kick for the Kodiaks. This moment of the game brought to you by Charter College. They work to get you to work. Find out about how to enroll today at chartercollege.edu. Ball bounces off a Cashmere player. Ball out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Kodiaks. We're back in action now. The deep ball down the flank once again. This time is Caitlin Bjorklund chasing it after it. And it looks like Leslie Mata sending it to the quick throw-in. 14:57 on the clock. And Cashmere beginning to take control of the tempo, especially down that right side, Coach Springer.
Yeah, they've really focused on that right side, but it's been working. So, you know, sometimes you like to see the ball switch to the other side, but hey, if it's working, keep going.
Ball trying to reach midfield with a bit of trouble, and now it does on the second try. Pushing the ball upfield even further was Edie Walker. Walker gets past her marker. This is interesting, and there's a couple of players. One player waiting across inside the box, and a nice defensive turn by the back line of Cashmere there. A good effort. And now the counter could yield some fruit. No. The well-populated midfield of the Kodiaks puts a stop to it, but that was a good effort by the Kodiaks that perhaps deserved better.
Yeah, great effort, wasn't it? She won that one-on-one down there on the sidelines and brought the ball in nicely. It's a great stop on Diaz's part, though, as well. In fact, the way she stopped that and cut back on the ball looked just like her sister Chloe.
The referee has to get out of the way there for a second as Gillespie pushing it up is now Groff with some room. She's going to start shading to the left, or she's going to deliver a shot across. She goes to the left into the box. She hesitated a little bit. The ball kind of got away from her for a little. Recovering for Cashmere now is Hunch, pushing the ball upfield for, it looked like Norman. Norman, farther upfield now. Left-footed kick, not a problem for Fernandez. 16:45 on the clock. Cashmere and Cascade. The Bulldogs and the Kodiaks tied at 0-0. Despite the cool evening breeze, a sizable crowd here at Cashmere Soccer Field, right outside Vale Elementary School.
This really is a great field, isn't it?
It is fantastic. It is a fantastic field, and it's even better now. It's been a number of years. It's been close to 10 years now that if not more, that they had artificial lighting here at this field because they didn't used to have it. But it never gets old to watch a game here at night. It's the atmosphere is fantastic.
Oh, it's a ton of fun. Absolutely.
Ball goes out of bounds past the birthday man himself, Dennis Tronson. It's quite the cottage industry that Coach Tronson has started. He's got his daughter Anya as the assistant coach and the coach of the reserve. They don't call it a junior varsity here in Cashmere. They call it the reserve. And he's got his other daughter Amaris as the head coach in Chelan.
In Chelan,
so
yeah. Yep.
It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
His granddaughter was out here with a soccer ball before the game started. Yeah. She'll be there at the high school before we know it.
You know it. You know it.
And if I know Tronson, he'll still be coaching at that point.
You know it. You know it. She was. It was pretty cute. She had the ball and she had the little bottle. What do you call those little bottles that babies have?
Oh yeah, little sippy cup.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The sippy cup. Yeah.
Yep. And a little Halloween costume on, but a ball at her foot. So that's the important thing.
That's what matters. That's what matters. Birds with some room into the box. A bit too long for Fernandez, and it looked like Carly Diaz was going to catch up to it, but Fernandez got there first.
Yeah, it was a really good idea. Play one through the middle there. Cashmere has Natalie playing in the middle up top. She was on the outside left, and I think with all the play to the right, they've got her into the middle now, and she's a real threat. I wouldn't be surprised if they might hit her here soon again.
Diaz looking up. The through ball finds Tess Scott just a shade to the right. Can't quite connect. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see who will put it into play. It looks like it's going to be the Cashmere Bulldogs. 19 minutes. 25 seconds into this one, still tied at 0-0. We're approaching the end of the first half Scott battling with Gillespie, Cassidy Gillespie. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Cashmere ball yet again.
I'm impressed with Cascade. Oftentimes, like now, they've got 10 girls here in the box, and yet when they do counter, they quickly get 3 girls up to help. So if they can keep that up, that'd be really impressive, and I think that's exactly what Coach Reyna would want.
Norman.
Here they go. Now watch how many girls get up here. Just like that. They've got 4 or 5.
4 or 5, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Groff, quick give and go, approaching the box with some room, and sent away by Ledesma. This time, ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cascade Kodiak ball. 20 minutes 20 on the clock. Still tied at 0-0.
The only trick to that is you expend a lot of energy, and so the question is whether they can keep that up for 80 minutes. But so far, so good.
Do we have a substitution for Cascade, or is she going to get another ball?
Yeah, they did have it.
They did have a substitution, all right. We will tell you as soon as we can who the new player for the Kodiaks is, because play has resumed now. Carly Diaz. Taking it back for Cascade was Brennan, only temporarily as Cashmere retains possession down the right side of the defense into Kodiak territory. Asking for it near the top of the box is Scott. Is still Carly Diaz possession. The shot, right-footed shot, and Miss Fernandez watches it sail away.
They don't want to let Carly do that too often. She's got a good shot from there.
Yeah, she can put it. She can put it away. She can put it away. But on the other hand, if you're keeping her 30 yards away from the goal, you're kind of
exactly
21 minutes, 32 seconds into this one. Cashmere now in defensive labor, trying to start something from scratch. Ledesma opening the game up to the right side. Putting some pressure on her now is the sub that Cascade just brought into the game, Ada Robbins, number 9. The deep ball by Cashmere. Cascade will let it sail away, and now it is a throw-in. While this throw-in happens, let's take a note of Miss Ada Robbins, number 9 for the Kodiaks. We're back in action now, right at midfield almost. Cashmere pushing the ball across and into Kodiak territory. Diaz, once again, choosing the right flank. Dart, interrupted. Pushing again is Diaz. A bit of a ping pong game there. Now the top of the box. Hoyos. Taken back by the Bulldogs, only partially. There is Groff for Cascade. Gilreath. Up the field, Dillon. All the way up, looking to connect with Maddie Gillespie. A bit too long. Still in play, though. Norman. Touch to the side. On the mark now for the Kodiaks is Robbins. Diaz leaving one behind. Trying for 2. Going for 3. Actually, it is, I stand corrected, it's not Diaz, it's Ledesma. Good effort nonetheless. Dillon. A battle of wills at midfield. Not a lot of clarity, a whole heck of a lot of muscle. Sending it out of bounds for the Kodiaks is Tania Hoyos.
The longer this game stays scoreless, I think it's important for Cashmere to just stay relaxed, stay calm, continue to play the game they want to play. Sometimes I think you can start to press if you feel like you should be having a goal by now. And I think also the more confidence Cascade gains. So these next 10 minutes, 15 minutes will be pretty critical.
Mata. Recovered that time by Robbins. Defensive maneuver now by Zoe Brown. Brown. Down the flank we go. That touch sails a little bit wide before Dart can connect with it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade Kodiak ball. 24 minutes, 34 seconds into this first half of play. This moment of the game brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service, installation, and repair since 1982. Serving residential and commercial. They specialize in indoor air quality. Scott, taken back by Warman. Groff. Robbins. The scoop away by Cashmere right at midfield. The through ball, Fernandez! Goal, 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 goal! Cashmere gets on the board. Natalie Dart. 25 minutes, 24 seconds. An unfortunate miscue for the goalkeeper for Cascade, and that's all Cashmere needed, Coach.
That was a really nice run by Natalie. She and the other forward there, I didn't catch who it was, but they crisscrossed. They kind of both came from different directions. She initially didn't get the ball. She looped back around into open space and capitalized on the error there. So that was a great run, though. Great recognition of what was going on.
The web ball perhaps played a trick there?
Perhaps, yeah, possibly. It was skipping in a little bit.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that as a forward, especially. The balls are going to ricochet off the keepers pretty easily.
1-0 the score so far. We might see a different Kodiak team now. Starting by this play. Oh, swept away by the back line of Cashmere. Trying again. Dylan. Gillespie. Robbins on the chase. Bit of a shove there. Referee says play on. Norman. Gillespie. Cassidy Gillespie now. To Maddie Gillespie. Flag is up, and it was Robbins in illicit position. Going back from offside back to onside, says the assistant referee. 27:05 on the clock. Cashmere ahead 1-0.
Isn't this a great response from Cascade, though? You get
Right
that goal, a frustrating goal scored on you, and they didn't put their head down. They just thought, let's go get them. So, they've created a nice attack and keeping the ball up here. So that's a great response. It's exactly what Coach Reyna would want to see.
There's a substitution for the Bulldogs. It looks like Cora Trainer, number 3, is in the contest. There's a through ball, and let's see how Fernandez responds beautifully, as a matter of fact. And scoops the ball before Miss Dart can catch up to it. So Cora Trainer, number 3, is in the contest for the Bulldogs. Dylan and Maddie Gillespie. Defensive maneuver by Bjorklund. High. Whistle on the play. It will be Kodiak ball.
I think it was a handball, yeah.
28 minutes, 11 seconds into this first half of play. Cashmere ahead of Cascade, 1-0. The lone tally, 24th minute, Natalie Dart. A quick give and go. Let's see what the referee says. The referee says play on. Cascade kind of waiting for the whistle there. Instead, it's Cashmere pushing the action now on defensive efforts. Birds opening the game up to the right side of the defense. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade. I love the way Cascade is taken to playing right after the tally this past 4 minutes. You said it, Coach. They're not hanging their heads down. They're going right after it. They want that.
They want to get that back, don't they?
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think they would love to go in at halftime with an even score if they could.
Diaz. The long ball down the flank once again. Off to the races we go. Shading towards the box. Shot across. Fernandez. And that one took a lot of sang-froid. That was a lot harder than it looked, folks. Oh, plenty of room now. It's Maddie Gillespie. Off to the mark now is Bjorklund. Gillespie, the shot across. Who's there? The shot. Oh, my word. What an effort.
Boy, this is a great response.
What an effort.
Yeah, great run. Perfect ball right across the goal, in the middle of the goal.
It looked like number 20. It was like Nina Brennan. I almost lost that. I thought it was going in. I actually thought it was going in, and then at the last minute it curved past the upright and out of bounds.
Sure had a chance.
30 minutes, 19 seconds.
Boy, I love that cross. You know, that last game we were doing over in Wenatchee, we talked about trying to find that red circle that they have on the from the lacrosse field.
Yeah.
Here you just play it to that PK spot, and that's exactly where it came. And they had a girl there, which was great.
Cashmere putting it back into play. Scott, whistle on the play. It will be Cashmere ball. Free kick, says the referee. Ledesma. Fernandez, and she keeps it from going to the corner. That web ball playing a lot of tricks.
It definitely is, isn't it?
Bouncing off the knee of one of the defenders there. Trainer. Birch. Oh. That did not look pretty. The referee agrees with us. It's a yellow card. First one of the game. And it goes to Nina Brennan. 31 minutes, 39 seconds. There's a player down.
That's too bad. She had the right idea. Just came in a little bit late.
This moment of the game brought to you by Confluence Health. High quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving their patients' health with safe, high quality care in 12 communities. Yellow card happening in the 31st minute of the game. Unfortunate situation all around. This has been so far, I would say, a rather clean game. Hard fought for sure, but a clean game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. In fact, gosh, has there been any, maybe one or two fouls?
One or two, that's it, yeah. And we're approaching the end of the first half of play.
You get that wet grass, it becomes a little tempting to try those slide tackles. You can get a little advantage sometimes with that. She had the idea. It was there. Just thought of it just a hair late. I'm not sure if Natalie, she might have, or Ella might have knocked her wind out maybe. Looks like they're just trying to flex the knees up. That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Our producer, Eric Granstrom, telling us that she had the wind knocked out of her. Which in a way is kind of good.
Yeah, we'll take that.
There's not a serious injury. It's something that you can recover from. If that's the case,
she'll be up in action in no time.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like it.
And she gets a nice little ovation on her way out to the bench. It looks like Ella Birch is the player who got the business end of that exchange.
But it sure is a scary feeling when you can't catch your breath.
Oh, golly, yes.
Get a little anxious. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, play will resume here shortly. We're in the 33rd minute of action here at Cashmere Soccer Field, with the hosting Bulldogs leading the visiting Kodiaks by a score of 1-0. Molly High. Diaz. Caitlin Bjorklund. Left-footed touch to the wing. Off to the races we go. Shot across. Ball goes out of bounds, and there'll be a substitution. Is it Birch coming back so soon? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Let's wait till she turns around. No, it is number 1 on the roster, and that would be Esther Walkley. Esther Walkley, let's make a note of it. And now a substitution for the Kodiaks, number 20 on the roster. That will be Nina Brennan, returning from her yellow card. Top of the box with a bit of room. Taken back by Mata. Mata and Walker. Off to the races. Walker on the one-on-one. Walker helping her out on the right side is Tava Dillon. Walker, personal maneuver, the shot. Walker! And the crossbar saves Cashmere and then some, Coach Springer.
Oh, my goodness. What a great run. Boy, she cut that back nicely. She just kept weaving through there and set up the perfect shot just off the crossbar. Great counterattack. Really good run.
It is one of the closest goal opportunities for Cascade that we've seen today. And it's been a while since we had seen Ava Courtney really challenged on a shot. And by golly, that crossbar saved her and then some.
I'm sure if she had that to do over again, she would have tried to take it a little lower and to a corner. But she had to have been getting a little tired. Probably hard to keep her legs under. That was a great run, a long run.
35 minutes, 59 seconds on the scoreboard clock here at Cashmere Soccer Field. The long ball trying to connect with one of those forwards. And with more urgency than style, Ms. Mata sending it to the throw-in.
I can't remember who the defender was on that, but really, really well defended. Sometimes that goes without noticing, but she knew it, knowing she was the last defender on that breakaway. She just kept her cool. She stayed calm, just kept the ball in front of her, and forced the Cascade player to cut that ball back finally at the last minute. But, she prevented herself from getting beat.
Shot across, and not exactly what Ms. Gilreath intended, but it helps. She's still giggling to herself. We can see her from up here. And it will be a corner kick for Cashmere. While they fetch the ball, we'd like to thank our crew, studio producer Matthew Baxter, line producer Eric Granstrom, camera operators Nate Mann and Matthew Ortiz, and a special thanks to Cashmere Athletic Director Jeff Carlson and Cashmere coach Dennis Stronson for their hospitality. Indeed, we've been very well treated since arriving here today. There's the corner kick. Fernandez, and a bit of a wrestling match there with, it looked like Tess Scott whistle on the play. The referee says you cannot do that to a goalkeeper inside the 6. So it will be Cascade ball, and there's looks like Tess Scott to put some pressure right away. Cashmere regaining control of the ball. Cascade having a little trouble getting out of their own third of the field. There's Dylan and Walker. Walker shading to the right. But before Ms. Maddie Gillespie can connect, ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cashmere ball.
I've often thought if your goalie gets fouled, they should have the choice of whether they can put the ball on the ground and play it out or punt it. So many times.
That's a good idea. I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, so many times it turns into a real short play a lot of times when maybe you want to be able to have the choice of a punt.
Ball goes out of bounds as the effort to enter the box by Ms. Diaz doesn't pay dividends. It's still a throw-in for Cashmere, and we can see the Cashmere players trying to dry off the ball with their jerseys, so it is indeed a wet pitch out there, even though it's not raining at the moment. Whistle on the play. There's a shove against one of the Cascade players. It will be Kodiak ball. 38 minutes, 2 seconds. The clock has stopped, so the time is being kept on the field by the officials. The referee says to the Cascade player that she needs to back up a little bit. We will definitely have at least 1 or 2 minutes of extra time, given that injury to Ella Birch, or rather that foul. She's going to be okay, my guess will be. But nevertheless, a couple of minutes went by without action, and the referee will probably add them to the total tally of time for this first half. It's Cashmere against the Kodiaks, with the Bulldogs leading 1-0 since the 24th minute of play, courtesy of Natalie Dart. Off to the races is Walkley. Norman, back to Walkley. Good pressure by Cascade. The battle there between Dart and Gillespie, Cassidy Gillespie. And now it's Maddie Gillespie. And there's Fernandez. And before Fernandez can catch up to it, Ms. Leslie Mata sending it to the throw-in. Taking no chances. Dart. Gillespie can't quite tame that ball. Throwing for the Bulldogs. High ball to the right flank. Caitlin Bjorklund. On the mark is Warman. Shot across. Can't catch up to it, Scott. Warman. Taken back by the Bulldogs. Zoe Brown. Hunch. Up the flank. Back to Hunch. On the mark now is Groff. Farther up the flank now, and they're turning around. Connecting with high, the shot, and the stop by Nayeli Fernandez. Nayeli seems to struggle a little bit with those punts.
A little bit.
Referee whistles that play dead. We might have a substitution coming. What's going on? Let's see.
I think the ball was rolling. He just wanted to make sure the ball was stopped before play.
High. The ball sails wide. It will be Cascade ball.
Can't be much time left here.
No, not at all. Only a little bit left before we all take a break. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half is part of our great nation's history. When we come back, we will have a closer look at what has transpired here at Cashmere Soccer Field. So far, it's Cashmere 1, Cascade nothing. Don't go away.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
ask you to get a crowd shot, please. A crowd shot. Welcome back to Cashmere, Washington, where we've just witnessed the Bulldogs of Cashmere and the Kodiaks from Cascade go at it, and I do mean go at it, with Cashmere ahead by a score of 1-0. The only tally 24 minutes into it. Natalie Dart taking advantage of a very, very unlucky bounce off the hands of Cascade goalkeeper Nayeli Fernandez, who had a sterling night otherwise so far in this first half, to put that ball in the back of the net and give Cashmere what so far is a 1-0 lead. Before we say anything else, though, I have to do something. I must do something. I'm called to do something. To steal 30 seconds of your time. To thank the folks of NCWLIFE for allowing me this opportunity to come back for the 8th consecutive year. This is a dream come true for me. I always wanted to do soccer games when I was little. So let me tell you something. This is it's a lot healthier than booze and a lot cheaper than therapy.
There you go.
This is a childhood dream come true, that what you guys here at NCWLIFE are making happen, and I want to thank you once again for putting your trust in me and allowing me to do games with these fine gentlemen. Matt Wisen, if you're watching, hello, buddy, and John Springer. Coach, thank you for being with us today.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, Sebastian, for all the years you've done this. You've made it real easy on us coaches over the years when with the interviews and everything else. It's been a real pleasure. We really appreciate what you do, and I always enjoy being able to go back and watch the games afterwards. Get some high-definition film of the games, far better than what we used to have.
Made it easy. Man, I got to toughen up. I got to grill you.
Now that I'm not on the sidelines, you go ahead and toughen up anytime you want.
And also, just for an extra 15 seconds, if I may, please, I'd like to thank the greatest human being Cashmere ever produced. That would be the former Jeannie Stanford, also known around these parts as Mrs. Moraga, for these wonderful cookies that she provided for us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Absolutely, those were fantastic.
Yeah, that's my wife, Jeannie, and of course I can't have any until the game is over. But hey, that's all right. That's all right.
We'll make sure we save at least one for you.
One. That's all I ask. Just one. Anyway, back to soccer, and I gotta tell you, it's hard to find fault with what Cascade tried to do. Yes, they're down 1-0. Yes, they're going to be playing 11 against 12 because now the clock is a factor. But it was paying off. To some degree, it was paying off, and they came mighty close after that tally by Natalie Dart. They came mighty close to tying this up and even taking the lead.
As frustrated as Coach Reyna's got to be from the way that goal was scored, just one of those fluky deals, bounces off the keeper. He's got to be thrilled with the current score of the game. I mean, it's been a great match. I think they've done exactly what he was hoping they would do. They wanted to keep it close. They've been responding well on the counterattack, like we talked about, getting girls forward.
Yeah.
They've actually created two really good looks with that counterattack. One that just went wide of the goal, another off the crossbar. And then on the flip side, I think Coach Tronson is actually got to be pretty happy with the way Cashmere's been playing. Yes, they haven't scored more than the one goal, but they started to control a lot more possession of the game. They're getting some good attacks. They're creating runs up the sideline, getting the ball played back into the 18 with opportunities to score. So I think both coaches are pleased, but a little frustrated as well. I think Reyna wishes he could have had that opportunity back, or maybe one of those goals scored, and I think Tronson would like to probably have 2 or 3 goals right now, but he's also got to be thrilled that Cascade missed those 2 opportunities because they were great looks. So I think this has been a great game. It's exactly what we would have thought we'd get, in a rivalry like this. So this will be a really good second half to see what happens.
Looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well, watching from wherever you may be. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, 40 minutes of top-notch soccer action for you coming your way via NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's
not. Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Welcome back to Cashmere, Washington, where we are just about ready to start the second half of this contest between arch rivals Cashmere and Cascade, with Cascade restarting the action, going from right to left on your screen, and with Cashmere going from left to right. We're here atop the roof of the locker room, and there's the whistle that tells us that we are in business, with the Kodiaks moving up, trying to connect with Matty Gillespie. Ball sails a little long, hooked back up by the back line of the Bulldogs. The deep ball that time by Molly High, trying to find Miss Natalie Dart. Instead, it's kicked away for the throw-in. Defensive maneuver by Cascade that time, with Maisie Groff taken back nimbly by High. Birch.
Good to see Ella back in.
Yes, indeed. And running. Hunch. Bjorklund taken back by the Kodiaks now. We're here by almost behind a corner flag. So on each half, we can see one set of numbers really well and the other one almost not at all. It's a setup similar to what the Oil Reign have when they play their soccer games at Cheney Stadium. because the corner flag is right where the booths are, right behind home plate, so to speak, for the Tacoma Rainiers. A quick run down the flank now, shot across by Dart, sails in front of the mouth of the goal, nobody to sink it in. Ball goes, no, it's still in bounds, I stand corrected. Keeping it alive now is Hunch, and now sinking a shot way out to midfield with more urgency than style is the back line of the Kodiaks, but the ball went out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. 1 minute and 59 seconds make that 2 minutes into this second half of play, with Cascade trailing Cashmere, or Cashmere leading Cascade if you prefer, 1-0. We're going to have a corner kick now for the Bulldogs. And let's see, how many white jerseys do you count there, Coach? I count
there's 10 of them at 9 in there. 10 if you count the keeper, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. A well-populated back line, and the shot, it sails over the head of the goalkeeper. There's a player down. They're looking for a foul. There's no whistle. It's a Cashmere player down, and now she's back up, thankfully.
Looks like there could have been a handball in there.
Something did not look right about that play. Yes, indeed.
Offensively, yeah. But
it will be the Kodiaks putting it back into play once again. Those goal kicks by Miss Fernandez, a little too short for my taste, but they seem to be doing the trick so far, because here we are deep in Cashmere territory. Of course, it's the Bulldogs pushing the ball upfield now. Addison Bjorklund, hoping to change to the right flank. Instead is Zoe Brown and Hunch moving the ball upfield down the flank now.
It's a good build-up.
Yeah, sending it out of bounds. We're trying to figure out who that player is from way back here.
It's a long ways away.
It looks like it's number 10, Caitlin Bjorklund. There's Caitlin. It never fails, man. The first time I use every game that I do, the first time I use these binoculars, I have to reset them again, because my children play with them, and of course their eyes are 31 years younger than mine. So it's a setting that does me no good at all.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I can't see anything. All right.
I have to readjust mine every year because my eyes get a year older.
Yeah. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cashmere putting it back into play with Ms. Molly High. 44 minutes, 29 seconds into this game. This moment of the game brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. We'll tell you more about it because there's a shot across. Stop by Fernandez. Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. Looks like we have another substitution. This time for the Bulldogs. It will be Miss Trainer returning to the pitch.
You can hear Anya Tronson over there telling them to lock them in, trying to just to keep the pressure on Cascade, keep the ball up.
I get into trouble if I call her Anya Tronson.
Oh, Belcher. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, my bad. I make that mistake all the time. Sorry, Anya. And David.
There's a guy into the box. We see what happens. A shot, and it sails over the crossbar. And despite the congratulations from her teammates, we see that player put her hands to her face, not believing that the ball sailed wide, and still can't quite believe it.
Yeah, it was a really good look there, wasn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
Good opportunity.
It looks like it was Ms. Bjorklund trying again, and stopped by the midfield of Cascade. There's Maddie Gillespie opening the game up a little bit for Dylan. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade ball. Good opportunity now. Trying to approach the top of the box. Groff. The stop by Brown. Trying again now is Birch. Rejected by the back line of Cascade. Walker. Putting some pressure on Ledesma. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Kodiaks. 47:04 on the clock. We're in the middle of a pandemic. It's a very cool night, a very cool school night. And still, the crowd is in force here at Cashmere Soccer. I don't think that I've ever seen a Cashmere Cascade game of anything that wasn't well attended.
It doesn't matter what the sport is, does it?
The rain has returned to Cashmere Soccer Field. Hopefully that will not play too big of a factor. Bjorklund. The header by Cascade. Off to the races we go down the right side. On the mark is Ledesma. Battling with Matty Gillespie. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade ball. And now the roles have reversed. It was at the first half it was Cascade and then slowly Cashmere taking control. And now it's Cashmere at the start very strong. And now Cascade slowly inching their way to the goal defended by Ava Courtney. Coach Springer.
Yeah, they are. Yep. Just here in the last couple of minutes, had a nice build-up a couple times, created some nice passing opportunities. I really like how hard the forwards are working for Cascade and trying to pressure Cashmere back here on the defensive side.
48 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock. Free kick by Cashmere. Interrupted that time by Gillespie. Pushing it upfield for the Dogs is Hunch. And now the turn is Walkley's. Rejected by Hoyos. Hunch. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade ball. This moment of the game brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control. You can rest assured Harvest Valley Pest Control uses kid and pet safe material around your home or office. Call today for your free estimate. Referee says that ball bounced off the elbow of the Cascade player. It looked like number 17, Groff. I thought it bounced off her face, but we're way up here, and he's a sight closer than us, so we'll go with the experts on this one. 49:35 on the clock.
Definitely tough to tell. There's a few people below us that weren't happy with the call, but that's to be expected, right?
Oh yeah. This is high stakes. No matter what the sports, pat a cake, cherry pit spinning contest, you name it. This is Cascade against Cashmere, but it's a big deal. The takeaway nimbly done by Birch. Down the flank go the Bulldogs. Shot across. Two waiting in the box. Cleared away by the back line of the Kodiaks. Now it's Ledesma. Zoe Brown. Brown. On the mark is Groff. Whistle on the play. Foul called. It will be Cashmere ball. The Cascade fandom does not care about that. Surprise, surprise. 50 minutes, 31 seconds on the clock. About 10 minutes into this second half of play. The deep ball. Fernandez, not a major problem for her. And little goal kick and bounced off her hand, it looked like. Bounced off a Cashmere player's hand, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be an indirect free kick for Cascade as the wind and the rain begin to pick up here at Cashmere Soccer Field. Now this is the kind of weather we're used to here for Cashmere and Cascade soccer games. We were here 2 years ago and we took about a couple of months in thawing out, Matt Wise and I. I tell you, it was quite the experience.
I'll bet it was. we were always fortunate. Not being in league play, we would play. We'd usually play Cashmere in September.
Early on,
so yeah, we never had to worry about the cold weather that much.
That's right. A quick touch into the box. The stop by Fernandez with a smidgen of trouble, but not enough to cause the scoreboard to change. The Kodiaks on the move. Coach, go ahead, please.
I was just saying, Cashmere is creating some really nice opportunities now.
And always, or almost always, down the flanks.
Yep.
And there's a shot. Not a major problem for Fernandez once again. Pushing the pause button for a second. Getting her troops to catch their breath. And now we're back on. Middle. Dylan. Stopped, double teamed by Walkley, who's getting the business end of that exchange. She's limping away a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Play continues, however. Now it's Maisie Groff. Bit of a battle there. Keep it clean, ladies, please. Yeah, that looked rough there.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call anything. They just kind of jumped right in the path. And
Bjorklund into the box. Shot across. Bjorklund.
It's good clearance.
Defensive header, nimbly done. Cashmere to try again. Molly high. Hunch. And the sideline. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cascade ball. 53 minutes, 10 seconds into this one. We have a substitution now. It will be a Cashmere substitution, it looks like. And it looks like it's number 4, Carly Diaz, returning to the pitch. Walkley. Diaz on the chase. Good takeaway. Diaz calling for a move. Into the box. The shot. Oh, that's not what she wanted to do. Not even a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe that was a chance there where maybe one more touch would have set up a better shot.
Yeah. Carly Diaz was calling her to move farther towards the wing. She pulled the trigger anyway.
Yeah.
53-59 on the clock. Coach, you were saying?
Oh, I was just saying, yeah, it was a good run, and I like where she was for that shot. It wasn't a bad idea to one-touch it, but the ball kind of rolled by her far enough. Maybe a second touch would have got.
And now is the Cascade putting some pressure on the gate, defended by Ava Courtney. Waiting for it at the box is Edie Walker. Shot across. To Walker it goes. The touch by Walker, and it sails past her foot. Oh my goodness. Could not quite control it. That hunch sends it to the throw-in. These are some end-to-end moments here at Cashmere Soccer Field, Coach Springer.
Wasn't that such a nice cross? Again, right to that penalty spot. Edie was there. She was ready for it. Just couldn't quite come around on it. She's worked hard today. She's got that left leg is pretty heavily bandaged, and it looks like maybe that's starting to bother her a bit. But she's really moved well. I'm impressed with her play so far today.
Shot. Courtney, not a major problem on the stop. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on.
It's becoming a little more physical, isn't it? That's to be expected in the second half of a close game.
True story. The ball trying to find Miss Natalie Dart, sails a little bit wide. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Cascade ball deep in their own territory. 55-25 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Diaz, the turn, a bit too long for her two teammates waiting on the right flank. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be the Kodiaks putting it back into play. Gillespie. Off to the races goes Natalie Dart. Ball goes out of bounds. It was actually Molly High sending the ball to Natalie. And my notebook is becoming...
It's getting wet.
There's a shot, and the diving stop by Miss Fernandez.
Great stop.
The shot looked like Carly Diaz from inside the box, maybe 13, 14 yards out, maybe a little less. Birds. Back to Birds. Opening the game up this time for Molly High. Instead, it's Natalie Dart. Cleared away by the backline of the Kodiaks. Trying again for Cashmere is Zoe Brown. Taken back by Maisie Groff with some room. Groff, the deep ball that time for Edie Walker. And a good defensive maneuver by Jen Ledesma catching up to it, Coach.
Yeah. Really nice effort on both parts there. She did a really nice job taking that angle away. Edie stuck with it.
Are we going to have a substitution? Yes, indeed. It's going to be the Kodiaks sending a player in as a sub. It'll be number 9, Miss Robbins, and will replace the player who was set to take that throw-in, number 17, Maisie Groff. Shot across by Brennan. Kicked away by the back line of Cashmere. There's Carly Diaz off to the races. Carly Diaz chasing her now is Dylan. Still battling with it. The touch to the right for Birds. Birds and the triangulation into the box. This could be interesting. They're still battling for a whistle on the play. Foul called. Referee says it's an offside, as does the assistant referee. 58 minutes, 7 seconds into this game. We're approaching the end of the first half of the second half.
Well, you can see Cascade isn't quite bunched up in the middle like they were in that first half, and Diaz is really taking advantage of that. She just ran that right down the middle. She's got great speed.
The indirect free kick for the Kodiaks restarts the action. And a bit of a mistake there. Robbins almost all by herself. And when that marker took the ball away from her, she delivered some justice, of her own brand of justice, so to speak. The referee said there will be none of that. Free kick for Cashmere. I would not have been surprised to see a yellow card there.
Yeah, probably just a little frustrated with herself that she just couldn't create a better opportunity there, but nice job defensively.
Now Robbins has to stay on side, and it will not matter because that ball went nowhere near her. So it will be Miss Courtney putting it back into play. 59-19 on the clock. People don't even think about leaving this field as the rain intensifies. People are bundled up. Hats, scarves, sweaters, jackets.
They're in for the long haul, aren't they?
Oh, they're staying, but they're not going anywhere. And neither are the Kodiaks or the Bulldogs. They want more out of this game than just this particular tally. 1-0 so far for the Cashmere Bulldogs since the 24th minute of the first half. There's Zoe Brown. Ledesma. Dart opening the game up to the right flank, sending it out of bounds for the Cascade Kodiaks was Warman.
I would expect a big throw here. Natalie can throw the ball a long ways. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to try and get that in there.
There you go. You called it. Near the top of the box. Trying to connect with Hunch. The shot. Hoyos sending it to the throw-in. Assistant referee says Cashmere ball, and it will be Natalie once again. Taking care of this throw-in. 60 minutes, 47 seconds into this game. There's the throw-in. Bounced away by... Oh, I thought it was going to be a Cashmere ball. It's going to be Cascade ball. Must have been a Cashmere player who sent it out of bounds. I did not particularly see it that way, but like we said, they're a sight closer to the action than we are. There's Birds with some space. And with a, oh boy, that was quite the decision making there, sending it straight to the corner kick. Not a worry, not a thought about playing it anywhere. Just okay, let's.
I think she'd like to have that over again, but sometimes you just feel a little panic down there, as a defender, and you feel them breathing down your neck.
Oh yeah, especially when you got your back to them. It's like, okay, I don't know what's behind me. I need to take a breather here. Let's
let's just kick it out of bounds.
Yep.
Had she gone to the sideline with it would have been fine.
Far post, sails in front of everybody. Dart. Kicked away by the back line of the Kodiaks. Trying again is Brown. Taken away by the Kodiaks. The deep ball looking for Robbins. Courtney.
Cascade's not quite transitioning offensively as much as they were before.
No.
Right there, they would have. First half, they would have won that ball, played back to them. They're hanging back a little bit and making the forwards work a little too hard up top.
Robbins, not entirely sure where the ball ended up. That benefited Cashmere that time because here they come. High. Molly High, right-footed shot to the top of the box. On the bounce is Diaz, back to High. High. Once again, top of the box. Zoe Brown. Birch. Opening the game up to the left side of the attack. On the mark now for the Kodiaks is Gillespie. Cassidy Gillespie. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball, and it is.
Boy, once again, I feel like both coaches are probably fairly happy with what they're doing. They're both sticking to their game plan. Cashmere building up opportunities, just not completing it. Cascades holding their own defensively and keeping their strategy going. So
it is also a factor that both teams are in the playoffs. It is.
True.
It is.
True.
There's rather, of course, they would like to get a better seeding, at least in Cascade's case. But they're both in the playoffs. They're not.
Right.
They're assured a game on Saturday.
Yep.
And if the result is in their favor on Saturday, they can get another game on Tuesday, and then it's any given Tuesday sort of situation for both teams. And also it is a factor that these teams know each other really, really well. So it's like two magicians trying to entertain each other. You're not gonna get a lot of surprises.
Right. Yeah, there won't be many surprises at all. I think this game has gone pretty much what we may have expected in terms of the flow of the game. But I think if you're Cascade, you're thrilled to be right in this game. I mean, one goal and you're right back in it, and anything can happen from there.
Absolutely. Go ahead, please.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, and yet Cashmere you just feel like they're going to get a goal soon if they.
There's a shot. This up. A bit of a collision there. Oh my goodness, so close. Norman could not sink it in. Once again, Fernandez struggling with that slippery ball and found herself in some deep, deep trouble. But the ball sailed wide. Coach
Reyna's cardiologist would probably like to see them have the ball up here on the offensive end for a little while. Boy, Cashmere's creating some really good looks, and his heart rate's got to be pounding.
Oh my goodness, he's you talk to him and he's soft-spoken, very, very charismatic, very kind man. But you get him on that bench and he lives that game. He plays that game right alongside those girls, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
65-18.
He'd like to be in there right now, clearing the ball out.
Well, he was the goalkeepers coach for a while. I believe it was in Eastmont. I'm not entirely positive on that, so don't quote me. But he would like to be right there with Ms. Fernandez there, just clearing that ball out, kicking it away, donning those gloves without a doubt. There's a shot from about 20-plus yards out, and the stop by Ms. Fernandez. 65-45 on the clock. Folks, don't forget, October 28th at 6:45 p.m., Sunnyside at Wenatchee in volleyball, live with this gentleman behind me, Eric Granstrom, on the call. Friday, October 29th, is Eastmont football against Davis with Eric Granstrom and Grant Olson. And then Thursday, that was close, sailed wide. November 4th, Moses Lake at Wenatchee in football with Grant Olson and Eric Granstrom. He's right here. I'm going to ask him, is there a sport that you don't call? Is it paddock cake? Is it hopscotch? Okay, all right. All right. 66-25 on the clock. So lots of sports. This is our final soccer game, but lots of action coming your way via NCWLIFE Channel in the upcoming few days. There's a throw-in. A shot. Bounces off a teammate, actually. It bounced off, I believe it was number 10, Kaylin Bjorklund. So it will be a goal kick for the Kodiaks. 67:03 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by One Way Construction. Your project, your way. Find them online at onewayconstructionnw.com. And by Rivercom 911. Rivercom 911 is hiring today. See what a career as a telecommunicator can do for you and what you can do for your community. Go to rivercom911.org to apply today. Birch. Once again, the deep ball for the Kodiaks. They seem to have given up in the triangulation. They seem to have given up a little bit on putting passes together. They're just going route one every single time. The deep ball and trying to find somebody up top.
Yep. Yeah. Again, they're just not quite transitioning with the numbers they were in the first half. And some of that's fatigue, I would imagine, and some of it is just Cashmere's really been putting the pressure on them.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
If I know defenders, I know that they're going to want everybody back to help them. So they're probably calling girls to stay back, and coach is trying to tell the girls to push up.
Brennan. Stop at midfield by Cashmere. Burtz. The triangulation between Diaz and Burtz. Back to Burtz. Trying to connect with Dart. Kicked away by the back line of the Kodiaks. Ball sails wide, and it should be Kodiak ball. Referee says, wait a minute, we're going to have a substitution first. And it will be Cashmere sending a new player, some fresh legs onto the pitch. We'll tell you in a second who has entered the contest. As play resumes. Brennan, the deep ball, looking to connect with Walker. Sending it out of bounds is Ledesma. And it should be Cascade ball, I'm going to say. We'll see what the referee says on this one.
I think he gave it to Cashmere.
That was the impression I was getting from the facial expression on the Kodiak players' faces.
I think it deflected off Ellie's hand.
Oh, I stand corrected then.
I saw her shaking it off. That would have stung a little bit.
Yeah. Kodiaks regain possession once again. Dylan.
Or Edie. Sorry, I said Ellie. I meant Edie.
Looks like it's Tess Scott who re-entered the contest for the Bulldogs. There's Ledesma. Very quietly, Ledesma has had a very effective game.
She really has, hasn't she?
Yeah, very, very effective. She's gone to every ball. She's been a very steady presence back there for the back line of the Cashmere Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I believe she was the one too on that one one-on-one that hit the crossbar. She really positioned herself well. Although, they did get the shot off, she delayed appropriately. She's had a real solid game.
Quick penetration by Dart, shading towards the left, inside the box, cleared away. Trying again for the Bulldogs is high. What happened there? There's a player down. She is back up now. She's back up. That's good news.
Kind of an awkward landing, wasn't it?
Absolutely. There's a touch. High. Defensive header. Diaz, the shot, and it sails over the crossbar. Not a major problem for Miss Fernandez, who now goes and fetches another ball. A substitution coming for the Kodiaks. It looks like it's Miss Robbins again. She took a breather, and now she's back at the Lone Ranger spot, just all by herself here, surrounded by black jerseys. As Miss Fernandez takes her sweet time. There it is. All right. Yeah. That's what shows you that these teams, especially the Kodiaks, are not entirely unhappy with how things are going, because you don't see them have the urgency of like, okay, we got to get this tied up. We got to get that extra point. We got to take this into overtime. No, they're quite content with the tactical discipline, with the effort, and with how things are going, despite being down 1 goal.
Yeah. No, you're right. They've really stuck to their game plan, haven't they?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. We've got 8 minutes left. I wouldn't be surprised if here in the last 5 to 6 minutes that if they try putting a few more numbers up and see if they can't get one more good look at scoring.
The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. We're back in action now. Dart, shot across, interrupted by not one but two. There's High, cleared away by Mata. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cashmere ball. 72 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock. Cashmere still holding on to a 1-0 lead over the Cascade Kodiaks since the 24th minute of play, thanks to Natalie Dart. There's Carly Diaz slaloming past 2 defenders, taken back by the Kodiaks. The counterattack doesn't prosper as the ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Cashmere.
Cashmere's really having a hard time finding space in that 18 when there's 8 or 9 white shirts in there. Just trying so hard to find the space. And to Cascade's credit, they're positioning themselves really well and blocking shots and not allowing Cashmere to get a real open look.
Cascade trying to clear the ball up, trying to connect with their lone forward, Ms. Robbins. Instead, the ball sails wide, and it will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Zoe Brown with her dad, Scott, watching from behind the end line. Robbins, good triangulation there. Robbins approaching the box. Robbins, the shot. Robbins! And it sails a little bit high and a little bit wide, but a good effort by Cascade late in the game, Coach.
Yeah, it was a great idea. Strong left-footed shot. Probably wishes she could have taken that maybe to the far post, but
I would have tried to shade towards the right, perhaps either get a better look or perhaps draw a foul somehow or something, the semblance of a foul.
Hang on to it a little longer or cut it back towards the middle a little more, create a little better angle.
Mm-hmm. We have a substitution. It looks like it's the Kodiaks sending a new player onto the pitch. It's Sophia Doherty, number 6 on her jersey. And there's Doherty battling it out now with Isabella Hunch.
I think at this point, like we were talking earlier, especially with the goal kick that Cashmere just had, if I was Cascade, I would have had more girls up here just trying to keep the ball at this offensive third.
Diaz, good give and go into the box. They're going to get a shot off, and it bounces off 2 defenders. Like you said, it's a very well-populated, very, very thick forest of white jerseys back there. But kudos for Cashmere for at least trying to penetrate down the center alley, no less, and trying to get a shot off and bring some danger.
Yep. She probably could have pulled the trigger just a split second sooner. Maybe one touch too many, allowed the defenders to get back into position.
Bjorklund, Walkley, Ledesma.
I think Coach Reyna, though, again, would like to get Cascade attacking a little more now, get more numbers here at the midfield. Just trying to look for an opportunity. But if you do that, here's the risk, right?
That's right. That's right. Top of the box. Dart Cleared away. Groff. First runner is the back line of Cashmere. Zoe Brown. The rejection by Cascade. Trying again is Brennan. Once again recovered by Cashmere. Molly high. Out to the races is Diaz. She's got plenty of room, way too much room for my taste. There's Diaz and gets past one, but not two. Bounces off, recovered by Dart, and the stop by Miss Fernandez.
Fernandez has had a really good game too, hasn't
She has.
It's just
She
that
has.
one error there. It's really too bad.
Long ball, looking to find Miss Doherty. Bit too long that time. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a substitution. It looks like Cascade sending another pair of fresh legs out there. It looks like it's number 13 on the roster. That's Edie Walker, fresh off a bit of a breather. Because, man, she has run a lot.
She has. That leg's really bothering her.
Yeah.
But she's also created some, most of their attacks.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure coach is thinking, give us everything you got. But you'd want to save that leg for the playoffs, too.
True. It's a bit of a dichotomy for
is.
sure. Sending it out of bounds with more urgency than style is Warman. Ball will belong to the Bulldogs with 77:30 on the clock. Half a minute left in regulation according to the scoreboard clock. There shouldn't be that much injury time added, in my opinion. Cascade still trying to push the ball across midfield. A bit of a late challenge by Maisie Groff. I absolutely agree with the referee there. You could see Ms. Diaz jump off after being hit. So it will be a free kick for the Cashmere Bulldogs as we have reached the 70 mark on the scoreboard clock, which means that from now on, time is being kept on the field by the officials, and we have one more substitution this time for the Cashmere Bulldogs. It's number 3 on the roster for the Dogs. It's Cora Trainer getting some more playing time. Top of the box. On the left side, the shot across. And sending it out of bounds. Looks Gilreath. And another substitution. This time it's for the Kodiaks. We'll tell you in a second who has entered the contest. And whoever it is, she has a lot to say. She's sharing instructions from the bench. There's the defensive header that time by Dillon. Birch. The touch past Walkley. The give and go. Walkley. Walker. Trying to connect again with Walker. Doesn't quite work. Gilreath. First on it is Dart. And sent out of bounds by the back line of the Kodiaks. 78 minutes on the scoreboard clock. The referee hasn't checked his watch yet, or at least I have not seen him. So play continues as we approach injury time here at Cashmere Soccer Field. Coach Tronson still shouting instructions.
I agree. There won't be much stoppage time.
Bjorklund. Flag is up. It will be Cascade ball. And Coach Tronson can be heard all the way from up here.
Yeah, he's trying to tell them just to kick it to the corners, let the clock die. And
Trainer. Pushing it upfield for the Bulldogs. Now it's Birch, who has had a very good game herself. Ledesma. And Courtney. And there's the whistle that says that senior night belongs to the Cashmere Bulldogs by a tally of 1-0.
What a battle.
We'll be right back with the postgame show right after this.
Are you a
take charge kind of person, consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to NCWLIFE.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or call 888-2020.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires, reminding you that changing seasons can mean changing road conditions. Introducing the brand new Backcountry AT2 for a quieter ride with improved performance in wet conditions. Because when it comes to keeping your family safe, the right tires help you feel prepared for anything. Seriously, anything. Now save up to $130 when you buy Quadtrac tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Direct from Las Vegas, Holiday Dreams, a spectacular holiday cirque. Experience holograms, interactive lasers, projection mapping, and a cast of international cirque performers on one stage. Experience the futuristic holiday show everyone's talking about. Make new memories with your family this holiday season and experience Holiday Dreams, a spectacular holiday show. Live in concert.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Hi, everybody. In North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you're calling on 35 plus years of experience in the Wenatchee Valley. Spending extra time in your home, you may have discovered an unwanted aroma. Stinky feet, pets, who knows what. Call Dick's today about installing their Train Clean Effects electronic air cleaner or a Rheem Halo ultraviolet air purifier. Either way, the air quality in your home will be improved. Proudly servicing all of North Central Washington, call 884-6444 today.
When the people you serve are your friends and family, you see the world a bit differently. You understand that your survival depends on the health and strength of your relationships. Your word is your reputation, and that doing the right thing is the only way of life that matters. At Confluence Health, we remain humble. Trust is a gift that is earned, a privilege, an honor. And we remain grateful for the trust you place in our hands.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
Welcome back to Cashmere Soccer Field, where we have just witnessed Cashmere and Cascade give each other everything they could handle and more, with Cashmere taking this one by a score of 1-0. Next to us is the head coach of the Cashmere Bulldogs, Coach Dennis Stronson. Yep. Welcome, Coach, as always. And what a battle. It doesn't matter what the standings are, it doesn't matter what the record is. You guys know each other so well, and still you managed to put on a terrific game. What is your impression of how did your girls perform today, given everything that was at stake from the rivalry to senior night to the seeding?
I thought at times it was really good, but I have to give kudos to Javier. He came in with a very good plan, changed how he played, and it took us a while to adjust to that, and their keeper did an outstanding job defending our opportunities. We talked about their, being ready for their counter, and I think Jen Ledesma in the back shows why she's the best defender, probably, if not in the league, in 1A, could be in the state. She is amazing and was playing a little bit injured. we got a little impatient because we've been playing a real wide open game. Teams try to spread us out and play with us, and they find out that that's not going to work. But I was real impressed with how our girls handled it. We just kind of let them play it out, and how we played out the end of the game. We started to show a little bit more patience. It was the first night back that we had all of our original 16 varsity players ready to be on the field. We didn't sub much because don't need to in a game like this. And again, in a rivalry game, we played these guys over the year when they were going to the finals, and hopefully we're going to the finals, where it's always a one-goal game or a shootout. I think the last game up there, they learned a lot and they made some adjustments, and that showed tonight.
There are a couple of things I want to focus on. First of all, you mentioned her, Jen Ledesma. What does it mean for the rest of the team when you have such a rock on the backfield?
Oh, it just gives total confidence, and the thing about it is we not only have confidence in her, you could see us using Ava Courtney, who is just as mild-mannered as you can be, but boy, when the ball's in her zone, it's a no-go. I mean, this was our 8th consecutive shutout, 9th on the season. Since we made a few changes in our attack, we have really found our way. Also, Zoe Brown tonight had her best night in defense. Really enjoyed how she stepped up and was able to control things. Thought we just had some near misses, some good looks. Another night it might be 2 or 3 goals, but tonight it was 1, and we still get the win, and we move on to Saturday against Chelan.
And the second thing I wanted to bounce off of you, Coach, is one of the things that you mentioned at the beginning, the scheme, the way Cascade entered this game, very well populated in the backfield and the midfield, perhaps putting all their chips into a quick counterattack. What kind of a challenge is that?
Well, it's something that we haven't seen a lot of. We've seen it a little bit, and it's an adjustment we have to make, and we'll sit down and talk about that because teams are going to come that way. And there will be other teams that are going to try to use their system, but it was interesting to see him drop into a 4-5-1, and that gave us a little bit of fits. They knew they had to try to outnumber us in the midfield, and that's a good sign. We were finding the flank players. We were just a little bit off on our crosses tonight, and we'll work on that.
All right. And now for an expert opinion, Coach John Springer. Please, take it away.
Hey, congrats, Coach.
Thank you.
What a win. Senior night. That's always, it's an emotional night for the girls. It's an emotional night for the coaches. Sometimes I think that can affect the start of the play sometimes. Just curious to know how the girls responded to senior night and what you have to say about your seniors.
This group of seniors have been on the varsity for 4 years, off and on, some coming off the bench, some have gotten starting roles earlier. In reality, they have played together on the same team since they were in 5th grade, this group of 5. They know each other. And sometimes that's to the detriment of the rest of the team. We got really right-hand sided because they're just playing to their partners because there's so much trust there. But on the other side, great leaders. There's no drama on this team. Every one of them could be a captain. They have 2. They just lead the team, and Jen and Carly. But all of them had a voice in the locker room. All of them, are really into what's going on. They understand the system. They understand how to bring up our younger players, and I think that's a testament to them. They're leaving a legacy that is tough to beat, because when we get into our rhythm and we start one-touch passing, it's something of beauty to watch. And I'm starting to see that more and more often. But then I think too, senior night, Cascade, it's a pretty big deal for these girls. And we talked before the game, we cannot lose our focus. We have to weather that first 10 minutes. And yeah, it was more than 10 minutes. But, they've been in this position. This is their 3rd league title in 4 years. And now they're going back into the district championship, which we've been in 2. We didn't have one last year, and the 2 years prior to that, when they were playing, we were in that game. And we need to take care of business. And I know Chelan's well coached. And they're doing things that program has never done before. And the coach and I and Chelan, we talk a lot of soccer. I mean, already today was about an hour's worth as we're going to Quincy, and she figured we're going to take care of business, and they're going to take care of business. So I'm excited about the match playing against them.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for putting up with his expert questions and my neophyte questions.
Yeah.
And it's always a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you. And it's always a pleasure to come to Cashmere. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll close this out here from this beautiful 98815. Don't go away.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome back to Cashmere, Washington. Cashmere and Cascade went at each other, with Cashmere taking senior night by a score of 1-0. And this is one of those rare games where there's reason to be happy and satisfied with your performance on both ends of the game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think we didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Reyna afterwards, but I think he'd be thrilled with the way he played, the way the team played. They definitely stuck to their strategy, as Coach Tronchen said. You know, they kind of caught Cashmere off guard, and that's hard to do, to come in with a new plan and stick to it the whole way. But they really did a nice job with that. And of course, Cashmere played the way they've been playing. I know Coach would have liked a few more goals, but at the same time, as he mentioned, his seniors stepped up. Their defense was fantastic. They found ways to attack on the flanks. Everything he'd want to do against a defense like that. And still things to learn. I think they might see that in the playoffs some. So learning just to kind of find some of that space in the box. It's hard to do when there's that many players in there. But both teams really look good, and I think great future coming up. Should be a real strong playoff showing for both of them.
On Saturday, without a doubt. So I hope you enjoyed this one as much as we did, folks. Once again, the final score, Cashmere 1, Cascade 0. On behalf of everyone involved, this fine gentleman here is Coach John Springer. I'm Sebastian Moraga saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the...
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Biosports Physical Therapy, Charter College, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Les Schwab, One Way Construction, Rivercom 911, Save Mart, and Sangster Motors. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.